She created her own path to a clean and sober life and has helped to achieve her 3.5 years of freedom from addiction. Please welcome Amanda Nilsson for our next speaker.
Y'all, I was so high that day. I had just snorted a line of meth up my nose at my drug dealer's RV camper out in the boondocks of Mississippi. For some reason, on this particular day, he looked at me dead in my eyes and said, "You are too beautiful for this. You were born to do great things." It's crazy to me because the very person that saw me at my absolute worst was the very person that also saw something amazing in me. I will never forget that day because that was the day he gave me the courage to change. He spoke life into me. Y'all, the world voted me most likely to go to the state pen, but I'm a student at Penn State. I spent 17 years, thank you. I spent 17 years in a drug and alcohol addiction, and it completely destroyed my life, causing me to hit multiple rock bottoms. This is gonna sound just like a daggum country song, but I lost my job, I totaled my car, I got evicted from my house, and my dog died, all in a matter of a couple weeks. And on top of all that, my own daughter, who was 12 at the time, didn't even want to live with me. I've been arrested 4 times, and I even caught a felony charge, but I have just recently been freed from that. I've also spent some time in a treatment center. And y'all, the treatment center was a little traumatic for me because my parents did this thing called an intervention that involved handcuffs, and let's just say that it reminded me a lot of the jail cells that I had just came out of. I thought life was over. I seriously contemplated suicide and even went to the extremes of cutting myself just to relieve all the pain. One of the very first steps that I had to take was just to believe that I could change. For so long, so many people called me worthless, and my reality was I didn't have a cheering squad. Nobody was on the sideline saying, "Go, Amanda, go." We all want to be loved and accepted by others. And we all need that encouragement because it gives us the strength to keep pressing through when life throws us challenges. So I had to be my own cheerleader for a while, saying things like, "You can do this, girl. I believe in you." I held on to the words that my drug dealer told me. I packed up my car, only had $200 in my pocket, no job lined up, no place to live, and absolutely no clue how I was about to make all this happen. Hey y'all, my name's Amanda, and I have lived a life free of drugs and alcohol for over 3.5 years now. I now live in Florida with my beautiful daughter, and I attend Penn State World Campus, majoring in human development and family studies. My dream is to help others overcome addiction and live a life full of joy. Addiction doesn't discriminate, y'all. Just last year at University Park, there was a drug overdose death. And unfortunately, people are dying all over this country because of drug overdoses. It's a serious problem we face. And though I don't believe this to be the only solution, but based on my personal experiences, speaking life serves as a foundation for endless possibilities. The great thing about speaking life is it is super easy, it's super contagious, and the best part is, y'all, it is free. It costs you absolutely nothing but a smidgen of your time to ignite a little spark inside someone. That's what my drug dealer did for me almost 4 years ago. And because of his encouragement, I'm now a published author. I've been featured on the World Campus blog. I've been interviewed on many recovery podcasts. I serve on the HDFS Student Advisory Council. I'm a World Campus ambassador. And y'all, I'm just getting started. I don't tell you all these things to brag, but I tell you all these things to show you the possibilities that you could help create in someone. There are several other speakers here today giving you examples for how you can create change in your own community. And I'm just asking you, would you please go speak life into one of their causes? Be their cheerleader by showing your support. You never know who or what that person could become that you encouraged. I'm sure that you're probably saying, okay, great. Those are some great stories, Amanda, but why the heck are you even here? I thought this conference was about creating change at Penn State. And you are correct. I flew all the way up here from Florida just to tell you that you could be the very reason someone decides to believe in themselves just by speaking life. And speaking life simply means say kind words to others. You have the power to impact others. But I need you to understand that people don't just dream of becoming a drug addict or an alcoholic. People don't dream of becoming homeless or living with anxiety or depression. I promise you one thing. I did not wake up and say, you know what? I think it'd be a super great idea to be a professional meth head for the rest of my life. No, y'all, it doesn't work like that. Most of us have experienced a great level of trauma or a great level of pain that's caused us to choose this way of life. So here's what I'm asking you to do. If you notice that someone's behavior is different than normal, maybe they seem down or maybe they seem a little fearful or anxious, speak life into them. Help expand their possibilities by saying things like, you are so valued in this world. Did you know that you were created to do great things? We've not arrived at a destination whenever we give or receive encouragement. In my opinion, we need to do this for the rest of our life. Y'all, you could be the very reason that someone decides to believe in themselves just enough to create a great change in their life. I know this to be true because it happened in my own life. Please, please, go be that light that someone was for me. Thank you.